and Brian separated from his group with a flashlight, and the two start to make way towards each other until finally they reach a point where they're separated by a partially destroyed wall. Brian and Stanley were able to meet, and the two of them continued down the stairwell and were some of the only employees from those two companies to survive.
La scala A era quindi rimasta praticabile, ed è proprio attraverso quella che molte altre persone, rimaste intrappolate ai piani superiori, sono riuscite a salvarsi dopo Clark e Primnat. Ma se delle persone hanno potuto transitare vive a quel livello, vicino al centro della struttura, vuol dire che la temperatura lì non ha mai raggiunto gli 800 gradi necessari anche solo ad ammorbidire i poderosi piloni d'acciaio delle torri. Tandy, che era già diventato nero molto prima che le torri crollassero. Quasi tutte le vittime, infatti, sono morte soffocate dal fumo o per i traumi riportati. Tutti quelli che erano invece riusciti a sopravvivere al di sopra degli incendi sono poi morti nel successivo crollo delle torri, mentre erano in attesa di soccorso. Fra loro c'era anche Frank De Martini, il manager del piano di costruzione delle torri intervistato prima. Ma allora, perché sono crollate?
Everybody talks about what the new trade center is going to look like.
For 7 years, 37-year-old Philip Morelli was a construction worker inside the trade center. The Queens native says he loved his job at the Twin Towers. At 8:30, he says he was headed to level B4 in Tower 1, 4 stories below ground.
I go downstairs, the foreman tells me to go to remove the containers. As I'm walking by the main freight car of the building, in the corridor, that's when I got blown. I mean, the impact of the explosion, of whatever happened, it threw me to the floor, and that's when everything started happening. I was racing, I was going towards the bathroom, all of a sudden, I opened the door, I didn't know it was a bathroom, and all of a sudden a big impact happened again, and all the ceiling tile was falling down, the light fixtures were falling, swinging out of the ceiling. I mean, I know of people that got killed in the basement, I know of people that got broken legs in the basement, people that got reconstructive surgery because the walls hit them in the face.
There were 2 or 3 similar huge explosions, and the building literally shook. You literally shook at the base of this building.
Just prior to that huge explosion that we all heard and felt.
We heard a very loud blast, an explosion. We looked up, and the building literally began to collapse.
And to me, it sounded like an explosion. Then the building, the rolling sound sounded like the building collapsed.
I got an eyewitness who said there was an explosion on floor 7-8. 7-8. We just had another explosion. Warren Street because of the secondary explosion. We've got numerous people covered with dust from the secondary explosion. And we got another explosion on the tower, 1013. 1013 down 2 has had a major explosion and what appears to be a complete collapse surrounding the entire area. Who's involved in the secondary explosion at Tower 1?
Moments ago, I spoke to the chief of safety for the New York City Fire Department. He received word of the possibility of a secondary device, that is another bomb going off, but he said that there was another explosion which took place, and then an hour after the first hit here, there was another explosion that took place. He thinks that there were actually devices that were planted in the building. We are continuing to hear explosions here downtown.
made it at least 2 blocks, and we started running, floor by floor, instead of popping out.
It was as if they had detonated.
Detonated.
They were planned to take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way down.
As we were moving towards the building, we saw the top begin to blow out in a plume of smoke, and we heard the noise associated with an implosion.
And you can see that it almost looks like one of those planned implosions.
It's reminiscent of those pictures we've all seen too much on television before, when a building was deliberately destroyed by well-placed dynamite to knock it down.
Managed implosion of the building. If you've seen many of the managed demolitions where they implode a building and they cause it essentially to fall vertically because they cause all of the vertical columns to fail simultaneously. That's exactly what it looked like, and that's what happened.
It was live on television. I mean, just literally millions of people